Hello, my loves, and welcome back to, for the first time in a while, because I've been a little bit distracted by Elden Ring. Welcome back to Let's Play Blasphemous. Welcome back to pretty much near the end. There isn't much else to do. That's for damn sure. There's the rose doors, which I almost don't want to do because they're hateful. I've done a couple of them, but I've only got one left, but it's such a doozy of a son of a bitch. I don't want to do it. It's vile. It is absolutely vile. That said, there is something we can do while we're here. I have now the ultimate core for our sword, which is this one. The true core of the guilty blade, hijacked before the very birth of the sword. So if we equip it, then we can't equip any others. So I'm going to equip it. The apodictic heart of Mea Culpa will unlock the final form. Yes, equip it! Go for it! We've now got the ultimate form of the sword, which is really bloody lovely. And very, very powerful indeed. Before we go, I'm going to have one more go at the very last of the rose doors. It's an evil son of a bitch. I'll do as much of it as I... Don't worry about us getting hit here. It's fine. Hang on. Where are we? We need to go up the way. That's fine. Don't worry about getting hit. It's all fine. We're going this way. Okay, this is the last of the rose doors. You'll see what I mean when we get in here, how hateful these are. They're not necessary to completing the game. They are very much an add-on, you know? And they don't even give you that much, really, to be perfectly honest. They're not entirely necessary. And that wouldn't be a problem. They'd be a fine add-on were it not for the fact that they're just not very good. Sadly, this is no fun. This is no fun at all. This engine, the nature of this game, this just doesn't work for it. This sort of hair trigger response stuff, this sort of rage game stuff, doesn't work. Blasphemous just isn't made for this. This is like I Want to Be the Guy or something like that, you know? It's Super Meat Boy, yeah? Blasphemous is such a weird control system anyway, and it's so hair trigger and specific and heavy that this just doesn't work. It just becomes frustrating. See? Oh, God. Right, okay. I need to drink, I need to destroy this, and then I need to drop down. Oh, fuck. Now, to be fair, that was my own fault. I will take full responsibility for that one. Okay, I'm going to give it one more try, and then I'm going to go to the last boss, because I'm kind of bored of trying to do this. I've tried it many, many, many times off screen, and I can't be arsed with it, if I'm perfectly honest, because it's not fun. It's just irritating. There comes a point where you just don't want to do it anymore, you know? And as I say, it's not even worth that much. I think you get... I can't remember whether it's a sword core or a spell at the end. You get something, and it's not... It's... You know, it's nothing. It really is nothing compared to what you have to go through to good. I'll say that. The music's fine, but that's about the only thing that it's got going for it. And it's a shame because everything else in the add-ons is fucking brilliant. I've got to say, the bosses, the new game modes and everything, they're brilliant. Oh, fuck! Oh, you see, it's this stuff. Ah, fuck it. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm out. I am out. You wouldn't believe. Okay, I'm going to the final... Well, not the final boss. We've got to do... what's her face? The Chrysanta, is it? The one before the last boss, who's really bloody tough. We've got to do her first. Who is... I think in this add-on she's different. If I remember correctly, she's different in the add-on. She's not that tough in the original game. Let me just make sure I've got the right spells on. Yes, I do. Tiento to your thorned hair. Summons the help of the thorned dame. Yep, that's the one we want. That's the one we want, my loves. As long as you get her patterns down, she's not too bad. but her patterns are quite tricky. Here she is.
Penitent one in sleeplessness.
In what now?
Carrying the guilty sword, you have committed the most serious crimes
Who,
against
me?
the Mother and her saints, against the miracle and its outbreaks.
Oh dear.
We have been entrusted with putting an end to your mission. I, Chrysanta in penance, excommunicate you, expel you, execrate you.
Someone's been out the
with
dictionary.
blessing of our miracle of the greatest pain.
The greatest pain.
And thus shall your name be erased under the heavens.
Oh god, she seems very angry, doesn't she? Okay, now how do I do this? I can't. It's been a while. It's been a while. I'll be honest, it's been a little while. Right. Yeah. Right, okay. Ah, fuck. I fucked it up already, I think. Aha! Oh, fuck. Hang on. Yeah, I am very ill-practiced at this, my loves. Very ill-practiced indeed. As you can see. Come on, then. Oh, I need to get used to her again. That's it. That's. Ah. God, she's tough. Yeah, I'm gonna need to get used to this again. Definitely.
Penitent one in carrying the we have been entrusted. I, and thus shall your name.
God, she seems so angry, doesn't she? So bloody angry. Now, she's tough. Chrysanta is one of the tougher enemies in this game. She's very difficult to predict. Oh, and very difficult to get a bead on. As you can see, there's a lot of knockback with her. So you've got to take your hits where you get them. Ooh, okay. I want to get her down to a second form at least, because then I can do work with her. There we go. Excellent. Oh, sometimes there is a problem, a slight problem with the control system here. For some reason, sometimes the Penitent one doesn't respond to your inputs when you've got when she does that. I don't know whether it's because the animation is quite complex or what. Oh, oh. Oof. We're getting there, we're getting there. She's nearly at her second phase. That's when she's going to get nasty. Believe me, she's going to get very nasty then. She's going to start doing like AoE attacks and stuff then, and we don't want that. I love her sword with the wrapping around it. It's so cool. Again, I think the Penitent one is just angry because she's got a better hat than him. I think that's what it's all about. Here we go. Right. Time for magic. Come on. Aha! Come on! Ooh. I mean, this spell actually makes her kind of trivial. It really does. See? I mean, you can guard against her anyway. And then you just take her down. Haha. See? She can't hit you. As long as you know where she's coming from, she can't really do much against you. She's nearly dead. There she goes. That's it. That's her done. With that spell, yes.
The high will sing that I must escape the kiss of its steel.
Oh, this is new.
As it is wholly tainted by the heresy of its bearer.
No, no.
The great ones, from the eternal processions, demand that I should battle until I draw my dying breath.
Oh dear.
The three.
Oh fuck.
The high voices proclaim that your
Oh no!
execution cannot be delayed.
Has she got a third form?
So I fear that my penance is far from over.
Oh, I've never seen this before. Oh shit.
Not while their voices still echo. Not while your silence endures.
Oh, I've never seen this before. Oh, we've got to fight her again! Oh shit! I did not expect this! Oh crap! Oh! This was unexpected! I did not expect this! Oh no! You've got to fight her a third time! That's a bitch! That's an evil bitch! Oh, I was not expecting this! Oh my god! Oh! Oh! Well! That was a surprise, I must say. That was very, very unexpected, my loves, and quite amazing, actually. It leaves me to wonder if Chrysanta has a second form. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. We've heard your cant quite a lot, Chrysanta. Chrysanta of the Rapt Agony. I love her. She is actually... You know, do you remember in Bloodborne, there's the fight with, oh, Lady Maria of the Astral Clock Tower. And it is one of the most elegant, beautiful, ballet-like fights in that game. This is very similar. This is very, very similar. Everything that you've learned about fighting in this game, all of the little intricacies are in this fight. This is really the one. I mean, you've got the fight with Escribar after, but this is the real encounter. These two are the antithesis of one another. She is the one who massacred his order and killed him originally. This is the big fight, you know? And it's very cool, I've got to say. It's one of the best fights in the game. It's really beautiful, elegant, really well put together. And she now has a new form to make her just a little bit harder. I mean, even in her original state, she was more difficult than Escribar. With this new form as well, she's easily one of the harder fights in the game. And she's quite brilliant. I love her. Brilliant character. It leaves me to wonder, if she has a second form, what is her ending going to be? Because the suggestion in the original ending of the game was that she was going to sort of be the antagonist of the next game. I don't know whether that's the case anymore. I'm assuming that her conclusion in the game is different now. Ow! Well, that hurt. I sincerely hope so. Because the tensions between her and the Penitent one are just so interesting. So fascinating. Oh, I timed that badly. One of the big things with this fight is patience. You've really got to wait for her to strike and then get your hits in. If you go in aggressively against her, you're not going to win. You are just not going to win. It's such a beautiful fight, it really is. There's so, like I say, patience is the key here. As it so often is in Blasphemous. As it so often is. Now. Ooh. Oh, if you can get a riposte like that. She is so vulnerable to those ripostes. They take away more health than anything else from her. Down to her second form. Yes, here we go.
That sword you wield.
Mm-hmm.
The high will sing that I must escape the great ones.
Blah, 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 blah.
From the eternal processions. Demand that I should battle until I draw my dying breath.
Okay. Oh, the three, the high wills, yeah.
Proclaim, so I fear that my...
Blah, 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 blah. Okay, here we go.
While their voices still echo.
Okie dokie, this is it. This is very, very tough. She's got all the same moves as before and a couple of extra ones, but the main difference is that she is fast as hell. They've upped her speed, the amount of damage she takes off with every hit, and her endurance. This is a tough fight, I can tell you. But it's brilliant. It's so epic. This is where all of the themes, all of the conflicting ideologies of the game coalesce and start to crash against one another, and it's these two that embody them now. It's these two that embody them. Chrysanta is trying to protect the current status quo. She's trying to defend the church and the world and the miracle as they currently stand. The penitent one is trying to destroy them. Utterly undo the miracle, the high wills, everything. I mean, it's so wonderful, it's so epic. I mean, from Chrysanta's perspective, she's fighting to save everything, like creation itself. From the penitent one's perspective, it's hard to say exactly what he's trying to do. All we know is that he is an engine of destruction. You know, he is bringing an end to this state of metaphysics in Custodia, which in and of itself may be just as noble. I mean, given the state of Custodia and the nature of the miracle, it's not necessarily a bad thing, is it, that he wants to end it? Assuming indeed that there's anything about want involved. I mean, the strange thing about the penitent one is that he is a silent cipher. He's got no real personality of his own. He seems to be filled with another order of holiness, right? Or another order of unholiness, as the case may be. This is her new move. This is a pain. This is really difficult to avoid. What I should be doing is blocking it. After, as you can see, she becomes weary. So it's really worth getting in there and doing some damage while you can. It's also where our Tiento will come into play quite a lot. Oh, look at that! The clash of energies from the two conflicting swords. That is so wonderful. Love it. Whoa. What are you going to do, Chrysanta? Whoa. Because she's so fast, she can be quite difficult to predict in this form as well. She still has all the old tells. All the same tells apply. But they're much quicker and therefore much more difficult to get a grasp on and respond to. Oof. Oh, we're close. Oh, this is going to come down to the wire, isn't it? As it so often does, this is coming down to the wire. Oof. Lovely. A little bit of free damage there. That's not something you get against Chrysanta often. Yet she requires practice. Escribar is not that difficult at all in any of his forms. Assuming, of course, that he doesn't have an extra form, which he might. I'd assume that given that Chrysanta's got one, Escribar must have one too. Otherwise, he's going to seem like a massive anticlimax compared to this, if it's just his previous forms. My god, considering that we beat the two new bosses, he's going to seem easy by comparison. Oh, you're going to have to forgive me, my loves. I am concentrating like you wouldn't believe here. I am my nerves are right on edge. Oh, we're close. Oh, we are close now. Oh, not much left. A few hits and she's done. Let's get in there. Let's just get... That's it. Done. Oh, she's got another form.
Go on. Purge my soul bitten by the miracle.
Oh, she sounds very bitter. Is he going to do it? Oh. Oh. Interesting.
This pain that I feel.
Yes.
It is deeper, more ancient. The guilt you carry has broken something inside of me.
It sounds to me like it's freed something inside of you.
My soul is wounded. I will now walk to the chapel where it all began.
Ah.
The first kneeling took place.
Oh, so we need to go back there first.
First step towards atonement.
Okie dokie.
Now leave me alone with my deep wound.
Okay, will do. You go sort that out. Put some ointment on it or something. Requiem aeternam. Yay! Off you go then, Chrysanta. Oh, you're just going to stay here, are you? Alright then. You do that. Recover. That might be a good idea, actually. All things considered, that might not be a terrible idea. So this is the way. This is the way to Escribar. I don't want to do this yet. I'm going to go to where she told us to go, where she's going to be waiting for us. The church of the Penitent Order, which is right back at the beginning of the game, actually. Right back at the beginning of the game. So that's where we need to go. This is all new content, by the way. They never had to do this in the original game. She died. Yeah, well, she didn't die, she ran away. In the original game, she was spirited away, maybe by the High Wills, because those chains, what was that about? It looked like she was being manipulated from on high. Maybe that's it. Maybe the High Wills are using her as their instrument, right? Let's teleport, because that will make things much easier. I'm not trekking across the length and breadth of Custodia. That will make the video at least twice as long. Pleasant though it is. Here we are, right back at the beginning. The Brotherhood of the Silent Sorrow. Beautiful. I love the aesthetics of this game. As fantasy worlds go, as mythological worlds go, Custodia is my jam. I love this stuff. Those worlds that teeter on the brink of reality, that seem to be crumbling and dying. I just love it. I love it to bits. Okay, here we are. Oh, you're here too. She is here. Excellent.
Something has changed in her.
I can't imagine what.
Something unfathomable that escapes my judgment.
And to be fair, that could be any number of things, couldn't it? He's not the brightest tool, you know.
Again, my mask of blindness meets
Or not the sharpest tool, rather.
Do not worry on my account. The crimson cords protect me from being wounded.
Oh, interesting.
It is true, and safe.
She seems to have calmed down a bit now.
Guilt and penance in Holy Communion. Only you both can put an end to this eternal cycle, to this eternal twilight with neither beginning nor end.
Oh, she wants us to do it now. Interesting.
There is something greater than the Mother Church.
Yes.
Greater than the miracle. Greater than what I have protected with my life and my faith.
Okay.
It is that which controls the miracle.
The High Wills, presumably.
I am speaking of the Supreme.
Yes.
The High Wills.
Who we haven't seen before in the game. We've just heard of them.
Found on the other side of the dream, on the path of the eternal processions.
Right, so after Escribar then.
But only a soul in supreme suffering can obtain supreme absolution, and thus be able to reach such a place.
Oh, I think we've got that covered. The Holy Wound of Abnegation.
Now by the four winds, the final ascension awaits beyond the throne, beyond the dream.
Fascinating.
Perform your final penance and make your way to the turned throne.
So now we have...
Eternal processions await us on the
Okay, now we have another wound, another one of the holy wounds. I've got to see what this is. Yeah, blah blah blah, she just says the same thing. Okay, right. Holy Wound of Abnegation, mark that the exiled visage bestowed upon Chrysanta in an attempt to reveal the truth to her and finally open her silver eyes, but the heavy chains forged by the High Wills soon close them again. Allows you to walk the path beyond the turned throne, the final phase of the pilgrimage to a land of pallions and velvet that were forever denied to the Pontiff Escribar. Okay, wow. So there is another part of the game then. There is a new ending. That's cool. Holy Creed, Forbidden Verse. It is only the fourth wound that, unlike its sisters, makes the soul suffer in such a way that goes beyond repentance as an act and beyond guilt as a perpetual state. It is only the fourth that represents the deepest and most forbidden pain, the greatest and truest wound of the lost soul, the wounds of Eventide. Very cool. So it's called Eventide because this is the end. It's the end of the eternal cycle. It's the end of the day, right? It's this land which has been recycling itself in its pain and its agony over and over and over, and has been suspended by the miracle as it currently manifests, is about to end. because of us. That's what we're bringing, just the weight of agony and guilt and expiation that is just infesting and polluting these lands, informing them, in fact. We're carrying it now. We have the weight of that guilt in our sword. So it is going to be the instrument that undoes this cycle of realities. I mean, that's very cool. I love that shit. That is... Anyway, read my fiction. I'm telling you, there's so much of that crap in my stuff. I love that. 2 bits. It's my jam. It really is. And I've got to say, as the updates and the add-ons and the DLC has come, the guys who created this game, who wrote this game, have done a fantastic job layering in the metaphysics and the mythology of this game. I'm just in awe. I think they've done a beautiful job. It's right up there as one of my favourite Metroidvanias. Right up there. It's probably second to the likes of the Metroid games for me. I think it's beautiful. Oh, here we are. Deambulatory of His Holiness. Yes, we're there. We're at the very end. Escribar awaits. The last guardian of this stage, of this cycle of the miracle. And it's about time he was retired, don't you think? He's been doing it for a very long time. I love this. The dust, the ash in the air.
In my dreams, I heard your footsteps coming closer. In my dreams, I tried to talk to you and introduce myself.
Oh, that's nice of you, Escribar.
Of the miracle and of the miracle banner, with great pain, I carry the emblem of the Father.
Is this dialogue
In
different?
the hands of bloodied skin, I am the eyes from which our mother gazes. But nothing I know of you, apart from your cold, nameless visage, apart from your calloused and wounded hands, apart from the mourning of your deaths. No, I know nothing of you. Only the miracle knows.
Interesting. Here he is. That's Escribar.
Now may your sword full of guilt with mine of gold collide.
As a sort of...
Then hurt and march in procession. I curse you forever in name. I bless you forever in death.
Interesting. I like that subtle pun that Escribar just gave us. Your sword of guilt and mine of gold. Well, guilt spelt differently is another term for gold, right? It's a nice little play on words. I like that a lot. It's a very literate game, you know, in terms of its reference to particularly ancient forms of Christian and Catholic mythology. Not ancient literally, but old, you know. There's a lot of Catholicism in this, a lot of older forms of Catholicism, particularly the notions of expiation. It's really interesting. There's so much going on here. I mean, as I say, Escribar is a great villain, but he is very easy. Compared to some of the other bosses we've fought, he is so simple, it's unbelievable. Both this form and the form that's going to come after. Uh-oh. I mean, in previous playthroughs, I did get myself to the point where I could do this particular phase without being hurt at all. Obviously not this time round. I like the way that he's making the mark of the Twisted One when he casts his miracles. It's very cool, right? It's like he embodies all the sufferings and pains of Custodia. All the many ways in which the population have made walking saints and miracles of themselves. Every pain, effectively. That's this form done.
You have shattered the mirror in which you saw me asleep. Now you see me awoken as the son of the true miracle.
Here he is. In this storm of ashes. The last son of the miracle. Beautiful. I wonder if this is any harder than it used to be, because it's not that difficult a boss actually. You know what makes it hard? That bloody sword. You can't hurt Escribar while that sword is around, and unfortunately hitting it often makes it go off screen, and then you have to just wait while Escribar is chucking spells and miracles at you. Ah, there we go. Once it opens, you can hurt him, but you've got to wait for the platforms to form, obviously. He's not that tough. And look, he's not even as tanky as Chrysanta. He just doesn't have as much health or defense. It's interesting. The thing that makes him hard is the fact that you can't hit him very often. You've just got to get your hits in where you can. And there's his sword of guilt, as it was. His sword of gold, rather. What's that around his neck? That's interesting, isn't it? I've never seen that before. Right, let's get some hits in while we can, shall we? Beautiful, beautiful boss. Love it. He reminds me, bizarrely, the way he functions, the way he's structured, he reminds me a bit of the final bosses from the old Mega Man X games. He's a bit like the final forms of Sigma from the Mega Man X games. He's got that feeling about him. The sword itself can't really do much. It can slash at you and it can cause those shockwaves through the ground. Its greatest capacity is flying off screen and thereby making itself invulnerable, so you have to wait for it to come back. There we go. That's what we like. Okay. Right, invulnerability, so it doesn't matter if his spells hit us. Then we can get some real damage going. He's nearly done, actually. This is going much quicker than it normally does. Ow. Well, that hurt. This is the hardest one. This is the most difficult one to avoid. But even once you've learned its patterns, it's not that bad. Most of the attacks aren't really. Unless they've updated him, he doesn't really do anything that surprising, you know? All of the attacks he's got are permutations. Ah, there we go. And... oh, he ascends to the next phase of the miracle where he couldn't before. We freed him. We've allowed him to ascend. Remember, Chrysanta said that he couldn't before. Summa Blasphemia. Indeed. Indeed. Now I'm wondering, is there a new stage? There must be. If Chrysanta had a new form, a next phase, then there's got to be something. There's got to be something next. There's the throne. Now, if you haven't got the maximum guilt for your sword, the game ends here. You sink into the ash and that's it.
His holiness from his afflicted torment.
I have.
And now he walks by the old processions on the other side of the dream.
Oh, that's nice. I'm pleased about that.
Cradle of the grievous miracle. The final relic. The grail of blood and gold that emanated from the forehead of the Father as he silently lamented the moment of his blessed twisting.
Oh.
That first relic is here, at the top of the Ashen Mountain, next to the turned throne, where His Holiness was kissed by a miraculous pain.
Okay. And that's where we're going.
And now, your final communion with the miracle awaits.
It does. It does.
Only you will be able to know how much of it has seeped into your guilty heart.
Quite a lot, I would imagine. Okay, so if you haven't done those Escribar statue challenges and gotten the maximum guilt here, you sink into the ash and that's it. The game ends. You fail, basically. Oh, this is new! This didn't happen before. Oh, where are we going? Oh, this is interesting. The Holy Processions? Is that where we're going? To the other side of the dream? Yes! This is the Holy Processions. This is the other side of the dream. Look. You can see them in the background. Holy shit, it's Escribar!
Here we are, my crimson figure and you, on this side of the dream.
Oh dear.
Has turned me into a sentinel of its sacred home. This is my new calling.
Oh dear.
What do you hope to find here that is not the blinding grey light that tempers our wounds, and the vast horizons that extend without end?
So he's ascended.
Path of paths has ended, and with it, so too has your penance. Now let your body, like mine, be bathed in blood. This will be your final resting place, but no one here will be able to watch over you.
Okay, so we... Oh!
Point in recoiling from the desires of the all-knowing and all-powerful Miracle.
Oh, so we've got to fight him here on this side of the dream! He doesn't have a health bar either, so I'd assume this is an endurance trial, right? I've never done this before, ladies and gents, so I don't know quite what to expect. Ooh, I love his new form. I think that's fantastic. Absolutely beautiful. So he's basically become an angel of the miracle, right? His highest aspiration. Fantastic, and we helped him get there. For better or worse. Oh, we can't hit him while he's casting this one. Oh, he makes the sign of the twisted one with his arms, look. That's cool. I like that very much. Okay, I'll take your word for it, Escribar. You seem to know. Ooh, this one is even tougher now, because of course the screen is moving. This is actually a scrolling boss. Oh, Chrysanta!
Take cover in my crimson bindings.
Oh, I need to get right behind her. Right, okay. Okay. Well, I'll know better for next time, won't I? Oh no, it knocked me off! Oh, Chrysanta brings us back!
No point in recoiling from the desires of the all-knowing and all-powerful Miracle.
You know, I would have taken your word for that, Escribar. It's just that the penitent one has been told shit like that before, and it never pans out. He always seems to just bludgeon his way through, regardless of what he's facing, so... Yeah. Angels, demons, demigods, would-be demigods, prophets. He's killed them all, so I don't fancy your chances that much. He is very cool, isn't he? That's much more like it, I've got to say. As the final form as an emissary of the miracle, yeah, that I like very much. Oh, there she is! Oh, it got me again, Jesus. You need to be right behind her, otherwise it doesn't work. Her protection doesn't work. I love the fact that she's our ally now. Oh, his attack patterns have changed, so I'd assume we're getting closer. Yeah, look, that's much nastier than it was before. So I'd assume we're nearly done. Incredible. This is awesome. Yes, there we are. If you get right behind her, that attack can't hurt you.
What is this cold that is born of my entrails? Is this of the soul?
Behind me.
Mine, being,
Wow. I mean, technically if you kill him here, then you've killed his soul, right?
Behind my sword.
Like, he dies in the dream if he dies here. What does that even mean? Uh-oh! This doesn't look good. This looks decidedly bad. Oh, let's just wail on him and say... Oh! Have we done it?
My final task is completed.
Is it? I'm still alive.
Go, and so too will all those who loved me. Now I will sink down here in this land of clouds, in this realm of dust and glimmering lights.
Uh-oh. Summa blasphemia. Wow. So, not content with killing him in life, you've now killed him in the afterlife as well. Interesting. Now, oh. What? The High Wills? Hey, Chrysanta.
The final truth awaits you. The final outrage.
Okay.
Forward now, through the embroidered mantles towards the light.
Okay. She seems to know what we need to do now, so I'm going to take her at her word. She has helped us, you know? I like the fact that... Oh, okay! Oh, the High Wills! The gods of this land.
One who comes into our presence.
Bringing guilt to the most sacred of places, to the most forbidden of temples.
Wow.
Breaking all laws, and thus desecrating His Holiness himself.
Well, that is the name of the game, isn't it?
We are the High Wills.
I expected as much. I've got a cup of tea, by the way.
For there is no miracle that does not stem from our desire.
Interesting.
That is not our reflection.
That is not our word.
That's not something to be proud of if Custodia is what you created.
That was first made flesh, and then sanctified. Penitent one, does not the pale, still light of this vast horizon hurt your eyes?
Of this procession, more ancient than us, that extends out before you without end, nor beginning.
Oh, so the procession was here first. That's interesting.
Of this brotherhood of grieving souls, held captive by their own condemnation and benediction. This is the path of the ancient processions, the kingdom that the miracle wove from threads of dreams.
Oh.
A domain where faith would unite in one single, uninterrupted act of adoration.
Okay.
That would give us light and time.
That would make us eternal.
I love the metaphysics. I love it. I think it's fantastic.
And higher reaching than the sky itself.
It's just a sad reflection that they took that moment and used it to create Custodia.
You have come to this place to atone for your sins.
Uh.
Put an end to this work.
We'll see about that.
Destroying our flesh that once was word, and now is but silence.
You talk a lot for silence, don't you?
Making us cast down our eyes, leaving the miracle bereft.
It deserves to be bereft.
And so the last of our wills is your eternal condemnation. In life and in death, in hunger and in thirst, in sleep and in wakefulness.
Interesting.
Buried under layers of ash, the ash of your flesh, bones and sinew.
So what, the last act of this god is one of spite? I like that.
Exaggerated in There is no penance that can exonerate this sin.
Fine. Oh, they're both gonna fight them.
The price to pay for the ultimate blasphemy.
Okay. Do we fight them? Oh! Oh, Chrysanta's with us too! That's very cool. I wonder if that's really is the end of the High Worlds, or whether they've just been banished. It's the Twisted One! Oh my god! That was interesting. The Twisted One has been conspicuous by his absence throughout this game. Oh, and the sword! Oh, so now technically the Penitent One should die? Yeah! Oh, wow! How fascinating. Wow. Now that was a very different ending. Oh, well. There we are, my loves, the Wounds of Eventide, and I think what looks like to be the final end, certainly of this game. I don't think there's going to be any more updates. That feels like the ultimate end of this game. I mean, there's always space for a sequel, obviously. But I think of this game, that's definitely the end. Beautiful. I mean, absolutely stunning. I enjoyed that so much. The game is so complete now, with all of the add-ons, all of the DLC. The game is fantastic, huge, I mean absolutely enormous. If you want to get all of the story arcs, all of the secret bosses, all of the endings, all of the characters, it's huge and absolutely stunning. It's one of the best examples of a Metroidvania I've come across, quite frankly. And yeah, I love it. I am absolutely wrapped with that. The art design, the metaphysics, the mythological and religious allegories going on here, gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. The creators of this game, guys, I mean, yeah, well done, well done. Stunner, absolutely stunning game. I enjoyed every moment of it, even the parts where I thought which were slightly more annoying. I would do away with those Rose Door trials. The game is not made for them, for that kind of platforming and precision. But beyond that, absolutely stunning. I loved every minute of that experience. I'm wondering, is there going to be a post-credit sequence? There probably is, isn't there? Because I'm sure I remember reading somewhere that there is a... Yes! Holy shit. What? What is that? That's disturbing. I wonder who or what that could be. Very disturbing. Okay. New aspect available in the main menu. Exemplaris Excommunicationis. Wonderful. Okay, my loves, until next time. Bye-bye.